You want to start the news, or you want me to take one last phone call? I had so much stuff to get to today. You know, so many people drop by.
What happened to the time?
I don't know. The show is like rolling by here, and I had some great NAMBLA stuff to play for you. I put it together yesterday. Yeah, it's really good.
You put it together? What does this mean?
Well, I got a hold of some tape of some NAMBLA stuff, and I put together a whole presentation for the show. No, I'm not working for NAMBLA anymore, Robin. I'm trying to give up young boys. There's a whole thing about how, you know, guys talk about how they pick up young boys. It's pretty good stuff. It's pretty funny. And then the parents get on. Huh? Yeah, I'll play it for you. I'll play it for you tomorrow, though. You'll like it. I saw a picture. You know that National Organization for Saving Pets and stuff, for animal lovers? PETA?
Yes.
Kim Bassinger laying there naked.
People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals.
Kim Bassinger just laying there naked.
That's her?
That's her, yeah.
I don't know. That face didn't look like her to me.
Well, that's because, you know, they took a million pictures and waited for one good. That's her. What a body on her.
You know, I thought that was her.
I think she's gotten to 40, and she says, I better show this body to everybody now.
Yeah.
Because it ain't going to be this way much longer.
I know. She's hot. She's really hot.
You really think she's sexy?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I do.
No, she's pretty. Is she sexy?
Oh, yeah.
You know, there was an article she's sexy. There was an article in the newspaper the other day about Roseanne Arnold. She's around promoting her new book.
My Life.
Yeah, and she was such a skunk to the reporter. You know, this is the girl, everybody's out to get me. My parents molested me, and Hollywood sucks because they're out to screw you. So this woman comes up to interview her about the book. Boy, you should have read the treatment that she got. Roseanne just sat there, wouldn't answer the questions, gave her dirty looks, started yelling. They were up at Roseanne's hotel or something.
Oh.
It's really very good. It's a reporter named Cheryl Connolly. And it was just this whole kind of thing where she went up there and she just said it was like...
Was she invited?
Yeah. She just said it could have been something I said or possibly something I didn't say. Nevertheless, the interview with Roseanne Arnold didn't go well. Not at all. In fact, she ended up just getting up and leaving. Not Roseanne, the reporter. She was being uncooperative. I mean, it's like really uncomfortable, you know? And then even the woman said, I guess I ran into one of the bad personalities. It's just that people who are so hypersensitive, you know, about themselves and being mistreated, why are they so willing to mistreat everyone else? Thank you. I just like to report on Roseanne being a dick. I don't know why. It just gives me great pleasure.
Well, I felt a little bit uncomfortable. You'll see that. I just brought you the whole Roseanne, Oprah interview.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. Oprah disturbs me for some reason.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be this whole child advocate. Mm-hmm. And then Tom Arnold comes on the show and talks about how one of Roseanne's kids never even bathed because his mother was so out of it, she never included that in his upbringing. So, you know, one kid didn't bathe, none of the kids went to school.
Yeah, but that's okay.
And
that's cool.
Oprah says nothing.
Yeah.
And then Roseanne admits, yeah, well, my kids raised me. I was like, oh, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that's what every kid wants to do, raise a big fat hog like you.
Great life for them.
Well, everything is me.
And Oprah says nothing. Oh.
No, it's because she's a load. The whole world is filled with loads, except for me and you, Robin.
That's right.
Even Jackie and Fred are load. Well, Robin, let's start the news because I have a lesbian show to get to.
Oh, is that today?
Yeah, today's today. Bringing Jackie over for his birthday to the lesbian show.
Can't we have a snowstorm now?
It's going to be great. It's our own private lesbian show.
I don't think you should be doing that.
It's probably wrong, but I can't seem to stop myself.
I love how you grapple with it.
Yeah. I'm really tossing and turning on this one. Well, I think it's going to be fun.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be nothing but.
Just be more torture for me, seeing more women.
Well, it's Adara again, who, you know, tortured you last week, or earlier this week, and you'll be tortured again.
Yeah, hope the two of them don't tie me up against my will and make love to them.
This is, I think the other girl's just flying in, right? This is like their
this is the first time.
Attempt.
What it is, two of the girls who met on our beauty pageant.
Miss Phoenix, yes.
The two of them hit it off back there, and they decided, let's put together a lesbian show. So they hired a choreographer. I didn't even know there was such a lesbian choreographer.
Well, he does other things, too, because Dara's been working with him on her solo act.
Oh. Well, you know more about this than I do. But anyway, they decided to put this together. So today is the first day they'll be rehearsing their new lesbian act.
Lesbian act.
And we're going to sit there as advisors and say, hey, this turns us on, this doesn't turn us on.
You're the test market.
Focus group.
Focus group.
Now, the choreographer's not going to be in the way.
Hey, is the choreographer a guy or a woman?
I think it's a guy.
It's a guy?
Yeah.
All right, put your tongue there.
Yeah.
Put the tongue there.
Now, move it over there with your hand.
I hope it's not a gay guy, because a gay guy wouldn't know what heterosexual men want to say.
You have to be there
Right.
to tell him, no, that's all wrong.
I'm going to teach them that, like, guys like me like to watch the girls take each other's clothes off real slow.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool.
Do we know it's a guy?
I don't know anything about
I
it.
think it's a guy, though. I remember her saying his name.
Francois.
I'll have a lot to report. I'm sure.
Francois.
Speaking of gay guys, Melrose Place decided to put, like, gay characters in there.
Yeah, I heard about this.
So since they can't have gay guys kissing and stuff, all the gay guys seem to do is argue and yell at each other about coming out of the closet. And they just fight the whole time, and then they make up and hug each other.
It's always a hug, no passionate kissing and falling
It's amazing.
into bed.
Like the guy goes, I don't know how you can't come out of the closet. You're living a lie. And why do you want to be a part of the army if they're not going to allow gays in there anyway? The other guy goes, I don't know. I can't come out of the closet to my father. Yes, you can. All they do is fight with each other.
Take me home.
Yeah. Gay guys just hang around and have sex all day. If two guys are there, there's no game playing. You have sex. These guys, they're looking for deep relationships.
But there are gay people with relationships, Howard.
Not like that. If they're going to be yelling at each other, they can marry women.
There are gay people who beat each other.
Really?
Yeah, gay people who abuse each other.
I'd like to see that. All right, anyway, let's do some news, Robin. Come on, what is the biggest story of the day?
You started talking about Chuck Jones a little earlier, so let's do that. Chuck Jones, the man who was Marla Maples' public relations person and confidant during her early days with the Donald.
Yeah.
Was in court yesterday, and he stood, and the jury announced its verdict. They found him guilty on all counts. They didn't let him off on one.
And he was like crying and stuff.
He was in shock. He just stood there shaking his head. He couldn't believe that they didn't buy his story, that she had wanted him to take her shoes.
and have sex with them.
Right, well.
How did he have sex with them, though? Did he, like...
He says that he loves to look at the imprint...
And then...
How to tell you why this happens. It's just an impulse he can't control.
This was the most fascinating part of the case. It's one sentence in the newspaper that I cannot believe.
What?
They offered this guy all kinds of deals.
Yes, afterwards, Marla issued a statement saying, I wish
he would have taken the deal.
Just taken the deal.
And all the deal is, hey, you can do some community service and go see a therapist. You know what I mean?
Yeah, get yourself into some treatment.
You just admit your guilt, and that's the end of it. But he wouldn't do it. And then he ultimately, listen to this is from the newspaper, he turned them down because he wouldn't get to keep the shoes as part of...
That's a real compulsion.
Let me tell you something.
He'd rather go to jail than give up those shoes.
I want to see another imbecile tell me I'm not normal. I just want to see that. I want to see the guy who would have the nerve to tell me I'm not normal.
But the best part to me is the wife. His wife sat there through this whole trial, listening to her husband talk about these shoes and how he needs these shoes, and he's risking jail for these shoes.
I wonder would my wife stay with me if it turned out that I had been stealing people's shoes. I wonder, though. Although she might say, hey, at least he wasn't cheating on me. He was just cheating with shoes. You know what I mean? Cheating with shoes. Is that wrong?
Is it wrong, really?
What, to cheat with someone's shoes? No, it's not. The problem is...
The public ridicule.
He was cheating with stolen shoes. Why he couldn't go out and say, listen...
He did even go to, he said he went to flea markets and stuff. I guess
he did?
He needed to know who was wearing the shoes.
Yeah, it's no fun.
It got to that point.
Hey, you want a hot piece of ass like Marla Maples wearing them.
But I just don't know, and she's standing there, and when they walk out of the courtroom, she says, they said she trembled with every announcement of the guilty verdicts. And then when
trembling from happiness.
Yeah, when they walked out of the courtroom, she said, what does this mean?
Yeah.
And he said, maybe 18 months in jail.
Maybe 4 years in jail.
Yeah, that's if they throw the book at him. But when she said that, she went, oh, my God. Like, this was going to be a great loss.
Yeah. I can't believe I'm losing Chuck Jones. That's unbelievable. Well, it shows you that the guy really was out of it, because He should have
He
taken...
really didn't realize
They said to him,
what jeopardy he was in.
You don't have to go to jail. Just take a plea bargain.
And what do you do as the lawyer in a case like this?
You pull the hair out of your head. That's why so many lawyers are bald.
Because you know you don't want to go to court with this case.
Was it a female judge?
I don't remember.
It would have been great if, took her shoes off. Let me smell your feet, Your Honor.
Well, that's what one of the columnists wrote, that it was kind of eerie sitting in the courtroom.
Yeah.
Because...
You won't believe who...
Whoa!
Howard, baby!
It's Aerosmith.
Hey-o.
Oh, my goodness.
What are you guys doing here?
They just walk in like this?
You told me that you get up
Well,
at 6 o'clock.
well, hey, how you doing, guys? Hey, good seeing you. Come here. Sit down.
You're jogging?
You're out jogging like that? All dressed up?
God, I'm dressed up. With no place
It's
to go.
Steven
Howard.
Tyler. Can't say that
Wait
word.
a minute.
Can't say that word. I'm already in enough trouble with the government.
Did anybody brief you guys?
Did anybody brief you guys?
No.
We've been out of the country, as you know.
We were in Brazil or
Brazil.
something?
Yeah.
I gotta tell you something. That last album you put out, you know how everyone keeps, you know how hard it is to sustain a career? I mean, seriously. I mean, to keep coming up with...
Just say one name, Rolling Stones.
Yeah, okay, Rolling Stones. They've been around a long time, but you know how all their stuff sucks now? You know what I mean? They had some good old stuff.
Old stuff.
But you know, I mean, that gets pretty tired after a while, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing that you guys keep coming up with hit album after hit album? Isn't it amazing?
Good stuff, too.
And it's good.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's really good.
Oh, thank you, Howard.
It's unbelievable to you, right?
That's right. It's those two girls that were in the front row out in where?
That was weird to me. That was the weirdest thing. I went to an Aerosmith concert, and we had a really good time. It was an incredible concert, incredible energy, and you guys always have like 3 rows of women in the front. But you orchestrate that, right?
3 to 6, yeah.
3 to 6.
Because I can understand that. To me, that's the only
Well, who
reason
else do
for
you
being
wanna play
famous.
to?
It's not about money. It's about getting laid every night.
There's the truth.
It really is true. Because you love women, right? You guys love women.
I love every bone in their body.
You do.
Especially mine.
And the private and their private area is like golden. It's you women, Robin. You don't know what you have. It's so powerful. There she is.
Good morning.
Come over and share what you have. But you know that it is amazing because you guys grew up. You didn't get laid that much, right? When you were a teenager,
Absolutely
you didn't get.
not.
Yeah, right. You didn't
What
get
about
anything.
the golden years of the 70s when we were in the bathroom going...
Right.
Was it good tonight?
And look at Joe. Why do you think Joe was like practicing guitar so much in his room?
Of course, that's why, you know what I mean?
Hey, you
You go to the high school dances, you see the bands on stage, and all the girls are watching them, and then the Beatles come over, and all the
But you
girls
didn't-
in your class are going crazy, so it's a really big part of,
Yeah, but you
why
didn't
we do
love
this
you
thing.
didn't love women. I mean you didn't love guitar. You loved women. It wasn't so much. I mean,
it was
big deal
close.
guitar.
It was
I mean,
close, you know what I mean?
Just sit there and practice guitar.
But when he's playing that guitar, I think it's a woman.
You got a whole. Joe's got a whole move.
Cry.
I'm telling you.
Well, Joe's got a whole move on stage. Like he does this thing like halfway through the show. It's out in the middle of the summer. It was Jones Beach. Joe has to tie his shirt strategically around his waist.
Yes.
And he's got it hanging just right. You know what I mean? So it almost looks kind of like a dress. And it's blowing in the wind. Then they got like some kind of fan blowing on it. And then he's all pumped up because you guys have weights in the room before you go out there. Joe's completely pumped up, and I think he's got some oil on his body.
No, I don't. I do not do that.
Well, I was arguing with there were some good-looking women around us at the concert, and I said, he's got oil on his body. I could look like that, too.
They lick the shine on him.
They do. And then all of a sudden, you know what that move is, and then you sit there like a rock god. You stand there, and he's got that pose, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I'm just trying to further the legend, you know what I mean?
So Joe does this, right? And Robin goes, oh, that's the kind of man I want. That's the kind of...
You don't have to tell everything, Howard.
I go, first of all, you know how frivolous he is toward women. That's not the kind of relationship you
Well,
want.
you know something, Howard? The shoe's on the other foot for me because, my wife goes, who is that guy on the cover of that book?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
She
yeah.
walks by and goes, God, I thought that was you for a second.
Yeah, she
You know, and me.
fantasizes.
So it's, so my wife is going, that guy Howard Stern's a hunk. And I said, well,
I
you
doubt
got a
it.
chance to meet him tonight and find out what he's really about.
No, you're much better looking
You
than
are
I
coming
am.
to the show tonight, right?
Absolutely. Where is the show tonight?
Somewhere near here.
Somewhere near here.
Madison Square.
Is it on Madison Square Garden tonight?
yeah.
I'm sure it's going to be great. So anyway, you guys have women set up in the front rows, and they're really
no,
nice.
Wait a second. This is what we do. We send some people out from our crew to
Right.
exchange tickets for
Right, the best looking women.
People
Well,
in the
no,
nosebleed
they
section.
pick who they want. We don't go out and say you got to put good looking women. It's
Yeah, but
just
they-
that
well,
they
come
do
on.
that, you know.
Yeah, but they all end up being these really hot looking
Well,
girls.
That's what happens.
That's
you
half
know?
the fun of watching the show. So then,
They send the right guys out.
so just about the time, these women are like, throwing themselves at Steven and Joe, not at the other guys.
It's really
Stephen
quite
and
a
Joe.
show watching them.
Yeah, it really is. It's the Steve and Joe show.
No,
Come
man,
on,
I go-
seriously.
we
You
go
guys know you're
backstage
better
and
than the
I
other
see-
guys in the group,
I
right?
see all these guys in front of Tom and Brad, all these girls down there, and I'm going, how come they get all the action? you know?
Tom and Brad were getting
Yeah.
girls? Did I tell you what happened backstage at your show?
No.
I'm walking backstage. You guys were nice enough to have me backstage. I'm walking around backstage, and I have to go to the bathroom. So I said to Baba Booey, look, I'm going to go use the bathroom backstage here. You watch the door, because a lot of people are going to pile in when I go into the bathroom because they don't want to see my penis because they heard it was small. But meanwhile, I'm going to be in the stall, right? So, all right. So I said, I'm going to go in the stall. I always use the stall. You guys must use the stall, too, because a lot of guys want to see your penis, right? Right. No, seriously, right? When you go to a men's room, you're famous. I mean, people want to, hey, there's Steven Tyler's penis. Unless you're very big, which you wouldn't even mind if people saw it.
Nah,
Do you use a urinal or do you use
I
the
use
stall?
The stall. They
You do?
follow you in, they ask for autographs, and they
Right.
just like stand there.
And it's not even like you're sitting down in there. You're standing up and you don't want to be seen.
That's right.
So you know going to the bathroom is a strategic thing.
You got to plan
What
it
about
out.
you, Joe? Joe, excuse me.
Yeah.
Don't read the newspaper.
You
while
don't read
you're
the
in show.
newspaper?
This is
Tell you,
I love
Harding.
these things. We're just, we're back in this country and they're in English. It's great. It's a novelty to me.
But you know what I'm saying. Do you use the urinal or do you?
Yeah, well, you go in there and guys want to shake your hand right after, like while you're
Right,
shaking
yeah,
it off.
right,
You know,
while
I
you've gone to
can't
the
believe
bathroom.
they want to touch your hand.
You can't believe it.
You know?
So my point is, so I go into the bathroom back there, and I say, Baba Boo, you watch the door because it's going to be really annoying. You'll see. So I go in there, and I'm standing there in the stall, and I go, now I'm embarrassed because I'm in the stall, and I can't go because I'm thinking about what if people come in and they see me in the stall. So it's a whole psychological thing. So I'm standing there waiting to go, but I want to urinate before the show because I don't want to miss you guys. I went out during the Four Non-Blondes, so I figured I'd go to the bathroom. You know what I mean? They do that one good song. The rest of the stuff I didn't care about.
They're good.
They're okay.
They're good. They're beautiful.
Yeah, Aerosmith put them on because, they're
great.
okay.
Oh,
I can put anybody great on. All right. Anyway, so
Because nobody knows I'm a lesbian.
You know who's
Right.
open for Aerosmith? They're not afraid of anybody.
name who?
Guns N' Roses.
No, that's true.
No.
That is true. She doesn't know what she's talking about. Did they open for you?
Of course.
They did.
The whole
Yeah.
summer.
Really?
Of course.
I didn't realize that.
Sure.
All right. Anyway,
What are you holding up numbers? 59.9? Really good.
no, it's not the Olympic. No, we have to take a break for commercial. But wait a second. So I'm back there in the bathroom. Baba Booey is standing guard. All of a sudden, this guy comes in really annoying. He's like, hey, Howard, what are you doing in there? What are you doing in that thing, man? What are you I go, oh, man, this guy's really annoying. Really obnoxious. He's relentless. He's rude. I mean, I'm really trying to go to the bathroom, and now I can't go. It's ruined. I'm going to have to hold it in through the whole Aerosmith concert because I can't go. I can't force myself to go. I have problems going. So then I go, the guy looks familiar to me. I've seen this guy before, too. I don't know where I've seen him. So you know who he was? It's your drummer.
Yeah, but
Joey.
wait a second. I insulted the
What's
guy.
his name? Joey Kramer, right?
But I insulted the guy.
I didn't know he was your drummer.
I said, please, do you mind? Could you just give the guy a little time to himself? Because I didn't know who he was either.
Then he got all pissed off at us. Was the drummer. And you know where I recognize him from? He lived in my building when I lived in Boston.
No.
On James Street.
With Haddad?
With 2 girls. He had 2 girls in there. I used to see him come in every day. Of course, he had his own apartment. I had to share it with 6 guys. I was in college. It was pretty weird. That's where I'd seen him. He was living with 2 girls.
What street? Where?
James Street in Brookline. Didn't he live there?
Yeah.
That's right.
Did he?
Haddad was the, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How about that?
So what do you,
Those were the days, my friend.
so you guys have like all this lineup of girls and stuff there. Then all of a sudden these 2 girls whip off their tops at the show. Mm-hmm. And then
They started kissing, remember?
Yeah, and then they were thrown out. I said, what are you throwing them out for? But that wasn't because of you guys.
security
Security.
reasons. It was
Yeah,
security
yeah, you guys
reasons.
had to be safe.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Going on.
It's pretty weird what goes on at
I
shows.
didn't know that.
Well, that was something we'd never seen before, I have to say.
But we were treated like royalty back there. I mean, they actually let us into their dressing room. We got to hang out. And then I knew to leave. I mean, I left at the right time, right?
Yes,
Did you get your beer?
No.
No?
There was no drinking back there because of you guys.
No, that's not true.
Absolutely
Well, because you guys are alcoholics.
Nah, that's not true.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
we
are
can't drink,
alcoholics,
but we
don't
serve-
stop.
You allow people to drink back there?
Positively.
Oh, they told
It's
us
this
that.
thing that's been following us around, Promoters, certain people like to say, we get kicked off the tour if we drink.
Yeah.
It's not true.
Oh, really?
No, I mean,
But I don't drink anyway.
why would you having a beer have something to do with me?
I don't know, but everyone was
Hopefully
saying you
at
can't have a
7 years I
beer.
could say, hey, you know what? I don't need that now.
Yeah, right. You guys aren't drinking, right?
No.
Not doing any more drugs. You're just having a lot of girls.
You know, with
Our
one of the
dance
best
card is
stories
punched
is,
out.
Howard,
Yeah.
that Steven was the I don't know what you call it in the group when somebody's trying to get off alcohol and drugs. They get somebody else who's been off for a while to talk to, like a buddy.
Yeah.
And Steven was Sam Kinnison's buddy.
Oh, you're trying to help Sam?
I heard that on stage. He goes, here I am getting effed up, and I'm supposed to call Steven Tyler.
Yeah.
I heard that.
There's a guy to call.
Yeah.
Steven Tyler's going to help me.
What do you got? Where'd you get it?
I remember when Sam came back, I guess from some AA meeting, and he was listening to everyone. I guess you were there. Is that where Sam met you? At some meeting?
Yeah, at the log cabin.
So he called me up and he goes, oh, I met the coolest guy. I was with Aerosmith, man. I go, you're kidding? He goes, yeah. He says, I'll never, I'm not going to stop drinking, but I go to the meeting. I meet the coolest people. I go, yeah. I said, I might go with you.
After all the deals are made, right?
Yeah, it'd be great. You know who's a piece of ass? Your daughter.
Hey.
Holy cow. You saw her on MTV. Yeah, that's out of line. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. She's like a model or something.
She is.
Steven's daughter's like a model.
She is a
turned
model.
movie star.
She's a movie star.
Yeah, she did something now with Linda Hamilton and who else?
Hey, get her up
Movie's
here.
done.
We like her. That must be kind of weird, though. You know what I mean? Your daughter's so good looking. You don't get uptight about that, though, do you?
No, no.
You watch guys come in and stuff? And
Yeah, and drool and dribble and ask me when she's going to be available.
Oh, really? Are those guys named Joe Perry?
Uncle Joe?
You don't let her drink, do you?
She can do what she wants.
She
to
does
do.
whatever she wants? You don't have to check in with you. Well, I'd love to have Steven Tyler as a father.
As a dad,
Wouldn't that be
sure,
great?
why not?
Dad, can I drink? Do what you want to do. Just go ahead.
Hey, what am I going to say? I can't stop
Yeah,
you.
I can't stop
No,
you.
she's good. She's good. She's
Right.
a sweetheart.
So, Joe, you still into that marriage thing?
Oh, yeah.
What's that all about? When are you going to
Like
get sick
you,
of that?
Howard, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
No?
Do you believe it, Steven?
Believe it or believe in it.
No, really, what happens? I mean, the whole thing is you guys gave up everything, but Steven, you're back to dating, right?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No.
He has a wife.
You have a wife?
Oh, yeah.
I thought you got rid of her.
Listening. Teresa, smack him.
Really? Oh, you really into her?
Very much so.
Really?
Oh, yeah. She's-
What's going on with you guys?
I'm so lucky to have her. It's like outrageous.
Really? That's the one who stuck with you through all the years and everything?
Yeah.
Well, she must be nice.
Yes.
You got any pictures of her?
Oh, man.
Do you? Did you bring any?
Spot.
Where are your wives? Are they here?
They're
In New York?
listening right now.
Are they
gonna be
really?
Here. You'll meet them tonight. You come to the show, you'll meet them.
Oh, is that right?
And you'll see why we're still with
You're
you.
going to bring them out on stage?
No, I don't
And
think
dance
so.
around and stuff? Are they really going to be there tonight, huh?
Yeah.
I'd like to meet them.
You've seen her. You've seen my wife. She's the woman in the elevator with me in the elevator video.
That's your wife?
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder you're into her. That makes total sense.
She's a beautiful person, too.
And I know we were talking about this on the phone when you called in on the birthday show, but what'd you do? You did the video with her and then you married her, or you were married her?
No, actually, I did meet her when I had my own band, the Joe Perry Project. We were doing a video, and that's when I met her.
Oh, she's perfect.
Yes. Thank
Damn.
you.
You can imagine when you see her naked. Just go out of your mind.
Well, dream on, Howard.
And you're able to last a long time with her?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
He's in competition with Sting. You know that 6-hour tantric?
Yeah, right.
Let's keep it pumped thing?
Yeah. That's unbelievable.
I know, honey.
He's like real proud of that. We actually know him pretty well. He's real proud of that.
Oh, man. He
Goes around
great.
bragging.
Yeah, he is
I
great.
love him, man. He's great, Sting.
You know what was the weirdest thing? The first time I had you guys on the show, I don't know if I ever talked to you about this. Remember we had Papa John Phillips on from Mamas
Yes,
and the Papas?
Yeah.
And you were really gracious to him. You turned to him. You guys had just released one of the hottest albums. And then you turned to him and you said, hey, dude, maybe we'll write a song together. And he turned to you and he goes, oh, no, I write by myself. What the hell? Isn't that weird? Didn't you think that was kind of
My
weird?
room.
Wasn't that strange?
Yeah, well, you know. Where is he, by the way?
He's still trying in that room trying to crank out a hit.
I think he's looking for a liver transplant or something. I don't know.
Got that.
Can you guys be with us for a few minutes? Can I take a commercial break?
Got it.
Well, this is a pleasant
This is
surprise.
such a surprise, yeah.
Steven Tyler and, of course, Joe Perry. Now, who's that back there over there? I can't see who's
Oh,
there.
Andre
That's Andre.
Augustine?
Andre Augustine? Aren't you a tennis player?
No,
Oh, that's Andre Agassi. How you doing? What are you, bodyguard? Well, that's a cool job. Bodyguard, huh?
Ex-football player.
Bodyguard for Aerosmith. Oh, you have to go off as a friend. Oh, you're just a friend. Meanwhile, you're 6'7" and 900 pounds. What do you know, karate?
9mm.
You carry?
9mm.
You carry a 9mm gun with you at all times?
9mm mouth.
No, come on. How is he qualified? How do you get to be Aerosmith's bodyguard? How'd you pick up this guy?
He's our buddy.
No, he's not your buddy. He's your buddy. You don't hang around with a guy that looks like that.
Yeah, I do.
Come on.
He's a sweetheart, man.
You know karate? Yeah. Seriously, what do you got into? Taekwondo? Tai Chi? What are you into?
Taekwondo.
Shotokan?
9th degree
Are you a 9th degree black belt?
You want to see?
Yeah, I'll kick your ass. Sit in your chair.
Yes.
I'll kick his ass.
Go ahead and go to commercial.
Yeah, I'll kick your ass. I'll smack you. I'll bitch slap you.
Oh!
Really? So if anybody bothers you, he can take care of the situation?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you got to make sure he doesn't jump the gun every 2 minutes. You know what I mean? Someone comes up for an autograph right away, he's tackling him. You know what I mean? You got to keep that under control.
To Mike tonight.
Yeah, really.
It's a great life being on the road, isn't it? You like it?
I love it.
I always feel bad for Steven, though. He's got to worry about his voice and all that. It must be a pain in the ass.
It
You
is.
got to go to bed early and all that?
Yeah.
You can't do any typical rock star stuff?
Exactly.
So what do you do after a show? You go right home?
I gargle with razor blades and just get it back to the normal.
And Joe, does
Stab
Steven
yourself.
complain the whole time? Like about his
Sometimes
voice?
he does, you know what I mean? But it's you know, we watch out for it,
Right.
you know.
What is it, Gary? I'm in the middle of interviewing Aerosmith. How dare you?
I think the guys, whenever they're within shot of Boston, don't you guys usually fly back to Boston so you could be at home when you're on tour?
We do a satellite thing.
we
We got this
usually do that.
10-seater Cessna Citation jet. and
See,
we're
that's happening.
Yeah.
You got your own jet, right?
That's right.
What are you guys worth now? 100 million apiece? Come on, seriously. How many
Well,
albums have
they
you guys
just
sold?
signed some
Every
huge
time.
deal.
Yeah, look.
Remember
Yeah,
that?
didn't you sign some huge deal with somebody?
Yeah, with CBS.
Yeah, what was that worth? Like $90 million?
Big.
Love that.
We're just doing this for the fun of it, man.
Meanwhile, you guys have made enough money from the old days, just from the old records, and then all of a sudden, now you got all this new money coming in.
That's right.
And that new album is exceptional. Exceptional.
Thank you.
Oh,
thank
thanks.
And that babe you put in the video, that blonde. She's not the most beautiful girl in the world, but she's sexy. She almost seems obtainable.
you. Oh, you mean,
What's her name?
yeah, Alicia Silverstone.
Silverstone?
Yeah.
Did you guys, did you audition the girls for that video? Or do you just leave it up to Marty?
Marty did. Yeah, Marty
Yeah.
did.
That's excellent.
Yeah, she's
You should be talking to Marty about her. You spend a lot of time with her.
Oh, Marty knows her.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I
figured.
mean, we met her like for 5 minutes backstage at the Forum show, and she just looked like, you know, just any other girl, little girl, you know.
Right, you guys didn't even
Like
notice her.
somebody's daughter, you know.
Right, and
Like Liv.
and he, right. And your daughter is hot, Steven. Man, I don't even want to say what I'd do to your daughter. When you leave the room, I'll say. I saw her on MTV trying on clothes. She went shopping on MTV.
Yeah, right.
Oh, man.
Walking down Fifth Avenue.
I'm like, oh,
She's got quite the hitch in her get-along, don't she?
she certainly does.
You should see Mia. I got another one.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
No, who-
Yeah, he's got a model farm, I think.
yeah, what do you... You should just keep making kids.
You get some beautiful...
And you would be a good-looking woman, actually, because...
Right?
Yeah, because your
Nobody
daughter
knows
looks
I'm
like
a
you.
lesbian.
It really is true. Every time I look at his daughter, I go, Steven's cute.
He is cute.
I think I'd do him.
Oh, man.
All right, listen, let me take a break.
Yeah.
This is very exciting to have two major rock forces in the room.
Yeah, who just dropped by. Unannounced.
I'm thinking of putting out a single. I might have you guys produce it. I'll
Why
talk
don't
to you
you
about
sing
it.
for him today?
Yeah, I got a song that I might want to work
Is it
on.
a rap song?
No. It's a little something I put together with Fred over there, but I might need some guys to produce. I might let you guys do it. I'll see.
yeah?
I'll see how I feel.
That'd be great.
Gary, during the commercial, I want you to time out how long it takes Robin to come in here and wrap herself around these two
Oh,
guys.
no.
Don't hurt her, Andre.
2 seconds.
All right.
Block tackle.
Yeah, right.
2 seconds.
Andre will be like, oh my God, a black woman is attacking Aerosmith. Why don't you tell Joe how much you love him?
But you behave. I won't even be able to come in there and say hello.
It was so annoying. Like I was really trying to enjoy the concert, and I was standing around trying to look cool. Like maybe I was part of a rock and roll thing. You know what I mean? I'm watching women swooning over you guys. Then Robin's all of a sudden, oh, look at Joe. Look at that body.
20 minutes on
I mean, it's like, hey, I don't want to look at Joe's body like that.
20 minutes on his chest.
Yeah, 20 minutes on Joe's chest. Joe, what do you like, work out every day or something? What are you, obsessed?
No, not at all.
At some point, why don't you slow down with all that? Do you guys ever eat?
Of course.
I'm telling you, the 2 hours on stage is what does it.
That's the aerobics.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So how many concerts did you do this year?
Well, we're 9 months now. Ready for the baby to pop.
Wait, I figure it's about $50,000 a night. No, what am I talking about? It's about $400,000 a night.
Yeah?
So take off like $100,000. All right,
For
for all
expenses?
expenses and all that crap. You're talking about $300,000 a night. How many nights is that, Robin? For doing, for playing the songs. And what's good about it is you got all new stuff. You don't have to sit there and do your old stuff. Nobody even wants to hear the old stuff. They want to hear the new stuff. That's got to be really pleasing. How much money is that a year?
I'm not good at math.
And then you figure $100 for each of the other guys. Steven and Joe. Like, what do? You pay those guys like a nightly rate?
No,
the other guys in the band?
We wouldn't be nothing without those guys.
I know,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. You guys are the group, really. Right?
Jesus, Howard.
Who writes
No.
the songs? Are you splitting even with those guys?
Of course.
Are you insane? Do you want
Brad
me? Wait a
Whitford
second.
wrote Last Child. Tom Hamilton wrote Sweet Emotion.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
What
that.
have they done since then?
Yeah. Why don't they write one of the new songs?
Howard, this is a band. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Because we're here.
We're all here because we're not all there.
But admit, it's Steven and Joe are tight.
man, I'll tell
And then
you.
the rest of the guys are somewhere else.
There would be no band if it wasn't for the band.
Really?
You know, definitely. I mean, what?
Even
that's
the
why
drummer?
we're here. Yeah, definitely.
He left on his own, tried.
Yeah.
I know. That was a dumb move.
Well, you know what? It was time.
Really? You're not going to do that again, try and leave the group.
I don't think so, man.
Don't get carried away. This is a good
No.
thing you guys get going on. You're perfect
Hey,
together.
no,
If I
working
listened
now.
to you,
I love this band.
I would get carried away, but
No. You and
Fortunately,
Steven could go do your own thing. That's one thing. You want to go do that, I don't think you'd have any problem. You want to dump the other guys, that's okay. But seriously, stay together. Don't let your egos get in the way. Right, Steven? What happened when you broke up? It was bad,
what it
right?
was,
It was
yeah.
bad. You guys were sitting on the sidelines. It wasn't
I got
right.
all the drugs for myself. That's what I got.
Yep.
You know?
So what was the day like when you guys were on drugs? What would you do? Wake up and do like heroin first thing in the morning?
First thing, hit a free base.
Seriously? Free base
Really?
first thing in the
Free
morning?
base?
A little pinch of dope in it.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Good morning.
You'd have Coke in the morning?
Yeah.
With what else? With a little bit of heroin in it?
Yeah, smoke it.
I used to
Really?
Put it in my coffee, you know.
I'd never done that.
Well, don't.
I did heroin once.
Don't. Skip that.
See, the thing about it is that the reason there's so many people strung out, presidents and priests and all the way down the line, because it makes you feel good.
Right.
That's what's not taught in school. You know, it's dangerous.
Because it feels
It's
so
gonna
good.
get you.
Right.
No matter what, it's going to get you. You got three things. Death, insanity, or jail.
A lesson well learned. All right, listen. We're here with Steven and Joe, who were nice enough to just walk in the door.
Yeah.
Stay with me a
Because we
couple of
can.
minutes longer. All right, let me just do a commercial break.
All right.
All right. Here we are. The boys just wrote this song during the commercials.
Bill won't live it down.
What is this?
Tri-State Consumer.
You guys have cars? You drive?
Yeah.
One or two, yeah.
All right. I guess it doesn't matter what you pay for insurance. I mean, you don't care. You don't worry about it. So you have business managers who worry about that kind of stuff?
You know what I mean? It's like you. I mean, you appreciate the value of money.
Yeah, I appreciate the value of money, but you're too busy to worry about what you pay for car insurance.
True. Howard, we're not much different than you. You worry about, how much you pay in taxes and all that stuff.
Of course I do.
So,
Really?
The greatest things in life is to experience that last final payment.
Yes, there is. But let me tell you about car insurance for a second. There's a company called Tri-State Consumer Insurance. Now, here's the concept. Imagine if there was a company you could call. It was really good insurance, rated A by Demotech, financial stability, the whole thing. It's a very solid company. In fact, it came in #1 according to the New York State Department of Insurance. Can't believe I have Aerosmith here and I'm doing an insurance.
Doing insurance.
I'm saying the same thing. Gotta
Yeah.
get that memorized.
I'm going
for
my
my
checkbook
checkbook here. I mean,
Yeah, but listen to this. This makes sense to you guys. So they started a 1-800 number. They said instead of paying agents' commissions and brokerage fees, we'll offer this top-rate insurance on a 1-800 number, and we'll save you like $1,200 a year. Imagine someone handing you a check for $1,200 a year. Wouldn't that be something? All right.
It would be.
It really would. 1-800-JOIN NOW. JOINNOW. Call now for a free rate quote. This offer, by the way, unfortunately, is only for residents of Long Island and the 5 boroughs of New York.
92.3 K-Rock.
Well, pass me the phone.
Yeah.
Back with the Howard Stern Show.
Well, look who we're sitting here with, Robin, in the middle of nowhere. And we were doing the news. Who walks through the door? But two of the greatest legends of rock and roll, two of the greatest performers in rock and roll history walked through the door. Steven Tyler and Joe Perry.
We
Two of
must
my-
be lucky.
And yet, and the new album comes out, and there you have about, 3 or 4 hit singles off of that? Every one of them gets big.
We were lucky on that one.
yeah.
That's it. It's the songs. You got the songs. You got it made.
Then the other 2 albums, Pump, which, by the way, I like the way that was wrapped up in that case. It came in like a... Pump came in it didn't come in the usual CD box. Or is that maybe just I got something special? It's like in a black, leather
edition.
case. Is that a special edition?
Yeah.
For you, yes.
What was that, Gary?
You got the special one.
You mean that's not the way everyone got it?
Black and white, like cow fur.
No. I'm talking about Pump.
Oh, that's a black leather case.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
fit in,
also
though, with the rest of my CDs, so I had to
That
throw
was
out the
special.
black leather case and just save the
I
CD.
love having somebody that knows everything that you do.
Yeah, he knows everything. Except what he's supposed to do. Boy, what a week this is. Ringo was here yesterday. Just kidding.
I missed him.
No. You want to miss him.
What? It's a good buddy of mine.
Is he really? Oh, yeah. Who are your buddies? What do you guys hang around with? Come on, take me inside your life.
The other guys in the band, man. I mean, we've been
A bus driver?
around.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You guys want to get together with me later this afternoon? I'm doing something kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Can I talk about
Say,
it?
yeah, they don't even care what you're doing.
Oh, no.
We're going to actually hang around together later this afternoon.
Good for you.
Taking these guys over to the lesbian show.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. I'm going to take you over. I want you to see a lesbian show.
Steven will go.
You can't go, Joe, but
No,
Steven
I'm
will
not
go.
gonna go. No.
Well, you're pussy whipped.
That's right.
You really are, Joe. Aren't you? What's
I
with
don't
you?
think so, man.
Don't you think he
He's
is?
doing what he wants to do. What's the problem?
I do what I want, man.
I guess, I don't know, but you can have some fun. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to
I
look.
think I'm not going to have fun this afternoon.
Are you going to be with your wife? What do you do her, like
maybe.
9 times a day? Like an animal.
7 or 6.
Do you get? But let me ask you something. When you guys, most guys in our lifetimes, we'll never know women like you guys know. I mean, you take Joe's wife. She's a real piece of ass. What was she, a model?
She was a model.
Yeah. Okay. All right. She was in the Love in an Elevator. Right.
Yeah.
All right. I've seen her. She's a piece of ass. I mean, she's a dream girl, right? But do you ever wake up and get tired of that? I mean, seriously, do you ever get tired of her? Like you start looking at someone else, or do you go, well, this is totally... I mean, I often wonder, like, if I had, like, Christy Brinkley or something, would I wake up one morning and go, you know, she's annoying? It's the same old thing? Or do you...
Look, he turned down a lesbian show.
Yeah.
Dude, don't turn this down. I'm telling you. You will not forget it. You will not forget it.
No, I don't get tired.
Did you ever actually do her in an elevator?
Well, let me think. I don't know. I've been in a few strange places, but I don't know about the elevator. That was Steven's story.
What do you do? Do you take her on vacation, and then, like, does she walk around in, like, a thong, and does she ever, like, sunbathe topless, and, like, all these
that
old
good
guys...
stuff.
Really? And
All that
do
good
guys
stuff.
stare at her and stuff, and, like, go, oh, look at that guy.
All that good stuff, Howard.
That must be wild.
She looks like she shouldn't even be with you, doesn't she?
You probably have a good time. We have a real good time.
And you probably didn't even so have her sign a prenup, did you?
Of course not.
Oh, Jesus.
No, when I met her, I was living at her apartment.
Oh, that's right.
I moved in with her. I was about $300,000 in debt. This was like in 1981.
Must have been real love.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
This is the real thing, Howard, you know?
How come all the time you were in $300,000 debt, all the things were going on, how come you wouldn't pick up the phone, call Steven, and say, look, we ought to get Aerosmith back together? What the hell? Well, you guys have such big...
Because it's not about money, you know what I mean?
No, but come on. It was. Why wouldn't you pick up the phone? You guys hated each other that
Well, I
much?
did
You were that mad at
eventually.
each other?
Eventually we did.
You did.
That's what happened, you know? But
It was ridiculous. The whole
Who
thing was
called
ridiculous.
who? Who made the first move?
He was writing some stuff with Alice Cooper,
Yeah.
and I just got really pissed off. Alice Cooper.
Oh, you were jealous.
You were like, Alice Cooper, what are you writing with him for? You mean you were thinking of joining up with Alice Cooper?
Well, we were talking
Well,
about
way to-
it. and I'm
add a way
going,
to
if I'm
call
gonna
it.
put a band together with somebody, I might as well put it back together with my guys, you know?
Yeah, but wait a second. You start writing with Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
You're so mad at Steven that you have to write with Alice Cooper.
I wasn't mad at Steven at that point, you know?
Right.
I was
And
mad
it's-
at him when I left the band, but, you know...
It's like Joe was cheating on you, Steven. It's really, I mean, that's really
He was
awful.
cheating on me. I got pissed.
Yeah, and you finally said, well, wait a second. We got the whole Aerosmith history together, and he's writing with Alice Cooper. So you picked up the phone and started yelling at him.
And it was kind of mediated through Tim Collins, our manager. So.
Well, we weren't yelling. At that point, we were pretty much, you know... It was all that stuff had gone down the river, you know.
So
we
were you
decided, okay,
talking?
this is really what it's about.
Yeah, it was 2 years
You know,
later.
we've been talking off and on. You know, I'd call him up and go, gee, I'm doing great, Steven, and he'd tell me how great he was doing, and it was like we're both blowing smoke up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You were both you sitting around picking your...
So finally, you know, like all the smoke cleared, and we decided, you know, let's get back together and make some real music, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, you could have just gone on the road, even with your catalog of songs.
And we did that. We did that for Back in the Saddle tour. We got back together. And
Yeah. They'd make a lot of money just doing that.
Let's do
Get
it
out of
right
debt.
away. And
Yeah.
Steven, you weren't in debt, though, right? You would save some money.
Steven actually...
I was down to $20 a day. And I went over last night with Teresa to our old haunts over here on 9th Avenue. I'd get a $20 bag. We'd go back to the Gorham hotels.
Really? That's what you were down to?
Management kept me on $20 a day.
Wow.
Yeah,
20. Do you believe it?
20
I'd go
bucks
over
a
there
day.
And he'd give me $20. And I'd say,
it's amazing.
that's how bad I got myself.
Wow.
And I finally had someone say, you don't even have a band. I didn't know that either.
Yeah, right. You didn't know what you
wondered
had.
why I
They're
was
all
so
here 'cause they're
quiet.
not all there. I knew where my connections lived.
How cool is it, though, that they came out from that?
Yeah, man,
From
that was
under the rocks.
incredible.
You ever wonder, like, if you'd never broken up, like, all the music you would have written together and all the things that would have happened?
I don't
How
know.
different it
For some
would have been?
reason, I think that was a necessary period. You know.
See, Robin and I learned from you. We never break up. We keep
Yeah.
the team together. We
No
learn.
matter. We don't care if we don't like each other. We stay
Yeah.
together anyway.
Even if I can't stand Robin, I'm staying with her. Because it works. People like it. They like the combination. I know. I learned from you guys.
Well, that's what it is, man. It's about, like, if you can take your differences and make it work for you and just not take it personal, you know?
Yeah, what are the odds that you're going to find someone that you click with like that?
Yeah, Jackie.
Yeah, Jackie.
Are we
Jackie,
trying to break up the band?
I'm going to leave. I'm leaving. Yeah, leaving a what? Go sit there and stare at your stupid wife. So anyway, stare at the wall. Yes, Stephen, he was home staring at his wife, just like you want to do. Like, it's pretty old-fashioned.
You'll be down to $20 a day.
Yeah. Well, the only person who made the right move was Dean Martin. He knew to break up.
Leave Jerry.
Yeah, right. He knew to leave Jerry. So you're doing a concert tonight at Madison Square Garden. I assume that's all sold out, right? That's all the tickets all sold out.
So is it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it
Gotta
is.
be.
New York is a hard town. Hard nut. In the very beginning, we always thought if we can do New York and make it work, you can make it anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. You know who's still saying that? Imus. So, my God, if I can only get an audience in New York.
Yeah, I'm still trying. How many years has it been?
How's your panties holding up, Robin?
Oh,
looking at Joe.
Yourself.
Steven's no slouch. So you're telling me after the shows and stuff, you guys have really remained faithful, and you don't have sex after the shows?
No, because I realize it's a thing that Murphy's Law has been following us around for years.
Right.
And I would be the one rock star that you'd see on the cover of the Post.
Oh, uh-oh. Hey, I didn't do anything wrong. Oh, who's that guy?
Wow, who?
We were talking about Mike. Mike.
Who is that guy?
Hey, guys, you know you're not supposed to be here.
Oh, jeez.
No radio personality appearances in New York.
Is that right?
Gotta go. No.
Oh.
The guys have to go?
Is he really
They're
yanking
gonna ship us off the
Is he
C-100.
they're shipping you off, huh? No, don't do that. You're shipping. All right, you guys have to
We
go.
wouldn't do nothing today. We just
All right.
we just ran in here off the street.
Hey, who's this big black guy? You're the
Big Mike,
biggest
man.
black man I've ever seen.
Big Mike. He's got the biggest heart in the whole wide world.
Gary, give Mike my wallet. I don't want any trouble. Just take it.
He doesn't even have to pull a gun.
Just take it and do what you want.
Yeah.
What did they send you down here?
They sent you down.
We got caught.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
you got
they
caught.
snuck out?
They snuck out. They're not allowed to do. Hey, but I appreciate you guys
That's
coming on.
great.
That was
Thank
nice of you to do.
All right.
Maybe I'll see you guys later.
Well, listen, don't get hung up at this thing you're going to this afternoon. Come on down to the show. At least
All right.
for 5 minutes.
Hey, man, thanks, guys. Thanks.
All right.
Hey, they didn't do anything wrong. Don't be so hard on them.
Yeah, Mike.
They just stopped in. We're all friends. See you guys.
Bye-bye.
See you guys. Take it easy. See you at Madison Square Garden tonight.
Howard, she's running out.
Look at that, Robin.
They can't walk.
All right, let me take a break. I'll go say goodbye to those guys.
Aw.
We'll take a break. We'll say goodbye.
Yeah, okay.
All right.